Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon in the Gungeon. I'd like to thank everyone first for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be great. And if you can put it in the comment section below that you have subscribed to my channel, that actually helps my channel out a lot. And I'd like to thank everybody for all their support and everything that they've been doing for me. I was able to win this award right here. It was actually really cool for, again, over 10,000 views and over 100 subscribers. If we can continue that going, that would be great. And like I said in the prior video and the one prior to that, that if I can reach 500 subscribers to 1,000, there'll be a surprise in it for somebody. Somebody will get a lucky item sent to them. Like I said before, whether it be ammo, whatever. I will pay the shipping and it will be sent to you. I will tell you everyone at the time that I'm going to do this to send me your name in the comments. I will put it all your names inside of a container or something and have my wife or somebody come in and draw, and that lucky person will get something, whether it be ammo or what have you, maybe a sight, an optic, something to that nature. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about something again that I bought pre-pandemic. And I actually went to our local gun show that we had, and we got there on a Saturday. It's actually a Saturday and Sunday gun show. We had gotten there on a Saturday and went down the first aisle, went to this first table, and I ended up seeing this gun. And I'm sure everybody's familiar with this name, with this manufacturer, and there's everybody's familiar with these guns because there are so many of them sold, it's not even funny. So this we have is the Taurus G2S. Now I know everybody's thinking about the G2C. This is the Taurus G2S. Okay, and I'm going to show you both sides of it. I'll do it. It's not loaded, of course, as always. So a little bit about this. It's chambered actually in 9mm. It's a 7-round single stack capacity. Now the Taurus G2C is a 12-round capacity. Okay, so that's the difference between the Taurus G2S and then the Taurus G2C. Although Taurus does make a few different ones, and I'll talk about those in a second. But anyway, like I said, 7-round single stack capacity, 9mm. It's front fixed sight and adjustable rear sights. There's 2 magazines when I bought this that actually came with it. One of them, 2 of them. As you can see, there's 2 actual magazines. I'm not showing you both, but I'm only showing you one because this actually hangs on my wall. The barrel length is actually 3.20. Overall length of the actual firearm itself is 6.30. It weighs right around 20 ounces. Unloaded, loaded just a tiny bit more than that, but unloaded about 20 ounces. It is made, it's a polymer frame with a black polymer finish. Finish actually. The slide is a matte black finish, as you can see. It does have rear serrations, as you can see on both sides of the firearm. I'll flip it around this way so you can see, but both sides of the firearm. On the rear serrations, the barrel is made of stainless steel. It's got actually a load chamber indicator on it too, which tells you if it's loaded or if it's not. The only thing that's a little bit weird about this, and I really didn't care for it, it's not ambidextrous. The safety is not ambidextrous at all. So as you can see by pressing, it's off, it's down now, as you can see, and when you push up, then the safety is engaged. It's got the normal Taurus trigger, which I love these Taurus triggers, especially in the newer G3Cs and the G4 Tauros. I like their triggers. I think they're great triggers. Even the G2S here and the G2C has good triggers too. I don't have a problem with these triggers at all. Some people do. I know some people have complained about the triggers, but I really don't have any problems at all with the triggers. There's a small little front rail here where you can put a small little stream light, whatever kind of light you want to put over here, a little flashlight on the front. Excuse me, a little hair in the mouth there. Anyway, it's got nice nice features on it. I think it's great. It feels actually really, really good. And like I always tell you when I'm showing you my firearms, I do not like that pinky finger hanging down. So as you can see, I got it on here. I'm going to go this way with it. It's actually, my pinky finger does really well with, it seems like every Taurus I've bought, and actually even the other ones that I have the actual G2C, and I have the G3C. Now, the difference in the G2C is, like I said, it has 12 round capacity to where this only has a 7 round capacity. The G3C is also a 12 plus one, and then the G4 Toro it comes in a few different ones. It comes in a 10, 11, and 13 round capacities. So those are the difference in the 3 different G series of the Taurus firearms there are. But actually, you know, I picked this up at a gun show, like I was saying earlier, and I got it actually, you're going to be surprised when I tell you this, but I paid $125 for this with the 2 clips, box, and never fired, which was an unbelievable deal actually. But there again, like I have said in the past videos, pre-pandemic, we were able to buy a lot of our firearms a lot cheaper. So I was able to pick this up. I think I looked the other day of what the MSRPs are now. This ranges anywhere. I'm sure you can pick them up used somewhere for maybe a little over $200. This I saw on the Ruger website for $295. Again, the G2S compact, I saw it for, like I said, $295. Right now, Rule King is running a special on the G3Cs right at $219 or it was either $219 or $209 when I went in the store the other day. So if you can get a chance, go to their website, check it out. You'll actually see that they have it on there. And actually, they're running a special right now, I think, on the GX4 Toro, which is on sale right now. Excuse me when I said G4C. There's no G4C. It's the GX4 Toro. Anyway, I think they're running a special on that firearm right now too. And I know a lot of Smith & Wessons right now are giving some rebates. So some of the shields and stuff like that, I think if I can recall. But anyway, this actually feels really, really good. And it only weighs about 20 ounces, like I said, unloaded. I took this to the range and fired it. I'm going to give you a different kind of a view of it here. And I like that it's a small little bit of a dovetail right here. I call it a dovetail. You can call it what you want, but I think it's actually pretty neat. It fits really well inside of here. And my hand, my grip just feels really well with it. I've taken this to the range multiple times before and fired. I think I've put 400 or 500 rounds through it. I haven't had any malfunctions, any problems whatsoever, and any ejection failures or anything like that. And I'm going to say again in a disclaimer, by all means, this is just me talking about firearms. I am by all means no professional. I am not sponsored by anybody. I'm not sponsored by Taurus, Ruger, any of the guns I talk about. None of those manufacturers sponsor me. None of my wholesalers that I use, because like I said before, I do have a Florida firearms license. None of them sponsor me. I am just a person who works 40 hours a week and does these videos because hopefully he gives you I can give you some sort of education and maybe help you pick a firearm that you might like out of the one-on-ones that I have. Again, this is in my personal collection. As you see, most of the time, most of the guns that you will see that I show you are in my personal collection. And that unfortunately keeps growing every day. Well, not unfortunately, this is the way I want it to be. It's a hobby that I have, and I love to do it. Hopefully in the next 4 years when I do retire, I can turn around and do this full time, or go work somewhere where I can actually have fun and play with a lot of guns, you know. But anyway, Taurus, you know, there's good things and bad things people say about it. Again, same thing when I was talking to you about the Ruger GP100 on my last video. I have yet to have an issue with customer service from Taurus or any issues with Taurus. None of my firearms, like I said, I don't know if I'm getting lucky or if it's the saying, the luck of the draw, or whatever it is, but so far my luck, all my draws have been pretty good when it comes to Ruger firearms, Taurus. I haven't had any issues with any Smith & Wessons, any Canics, any Desert Eagles. I haven't had any kind of issues at all. Not even with my Kel-Tecs or any of that. I haven't had any problems. My TriStar bullpup, I haven't had any problems with that either. Some people said, yeah, it is kind of front heavy, but a lot of people said too that they were having problems with that. Savage, I haven't had any problems with them. So, you know, it's kind of like, I guess I'm getting somewhat lucky and not having any issues. And the funny thing is, I bought these firearms pre-pandemic, which I got them at great prices. Most of the stuff that you see in this room have been bought in the past, I want to say most of them are pre-pandemic, but I do have a few in here, which it was the Ruger 75th Anniversary Edition 1022, the natural wood one that I did a video on not too long ago. That was bought recently. The Rossi Brawler was bought recently. The Citadel Tracker was bought recently. I bought the Mossberg Shockwave 590 recently. But most of my firearms that I have gotten are basically, they've been pre-pandemic, or, you know, if I can come across, you know, a decent place and, you know, go to a pawn shop, like I said, and don't hesitate. And I'll say this again in this video, I didn't say it in the last one. Don't hesitate to check your local pawn shops, because you never know what you find. There's two guys that I know do YouTube videos on pawn shop finds, and look what they find. They find some good deals, and there is a lot of good deals out there. And a long time ago, I had somebody tell me that just because they see what's on the wall, you know, a lot of times they can't afford that stuff. You don't have to have what's on here. I've done videos on what firearms you necessarily need right now first, and that is your tools, which is your, to me, in my personal opinion, your shotgun for home defense, your first carry, your second carry, and then, you know what, have a good rifle. Bolt action, whether it be a 243, 6.5 Creed, just depends, 308, whatever you'd like, 30-06, whatever. Just a good rifle. I say a bolt action rifle. You can kind of pick what you want, but something that's your main firearms that you need. Personally, that's my opinion. Everybody else has their own opinion, but this is my opinion. But anyway, getting back to the Taurus, the G2S, I haven't had any problems with it. And if you can pick up one of these at a good price, hey, they're great for concealment carry too. I mean, they're not real bulky and real thick. They actually feel pretty good on your hand. I'm going to give you a little view of it this way. Like I said, I always turn sideways because I don't like to aim anything at me. Gun safety. That's why I call it my channel 101, because it's teaching you. Show it to you there. You can see all around. I'm not going to point it at you, but I'll let you see the sights there and everything. So it's been a great gun. You know, I haven't had any problems, even though the capacity is not very big. But, you know, in a self-defense situation, it only takes one. With a lot of practice with your firearm that you have, it only takes one. You don't need to dump 15 into somebody. But, you know, they're cool, and this works just fine. I haven't had any problem with it. Just like along with my Ruger LCP2 that I haven't had any problems with that either. You know, great little firearms, and this is a great little firearm. And Taurus is coming a long way. And to me personally, like I said, this is only my personal opinion. Taurus every year is getting better and better. I can't say anything bad whatsoever. They're stepping up their game, and they're up there with the big boys now, you know, and I think they're doing really well, and I think they're heading into a great new horizons, and I think they're even going to get better and better. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with this polymer gun. It's a great little polymer gun. You know, I couldn't go wrong at all. And like I said, there's different versions of this. This is the G2S compact, but there is the G2C, the G3C, and the GX4 Toro. You know, the only difference is capacity, and each one of them are different. Actually, this is the one that has the least capacity that there is, but I don't have a problem with it because I do have a G3C and a G2C, so I really don't have a problem. This is just great to have. I wanted it, so I bought it, and it was another, again, impulse buy that I always kind of do. And when I paid $125 for it, I couldn't go wrong, and that was with 2 mags, box, and the firearm. So I can't go wrong. I also want to give a little shout out that to a company that I deal with every single week. Actually, a few companies. I go to an estate sale, and I go to an estate sale company called V Patton. It's a family-owned estate sale company. If you have an estate sale company in your town or wherever you live, visit them. Sometimes you're going to find firearms, knives, bayonets. It just kind of depends. And I go to them because he does have a lot of those things, and it's family owned, and they're great people. Mr. and Mrs. Patton are wonderful people. Their staff is wonderful. So I visit them a lot. Also, if you can, check out Davidson's. They are a wholesale site where you can actually go on there and buy firearms. If you do check their site out, or if you do call, ask for a young lady named Tammy. She is my sales rep. She is great. I also deal with Palmetto State Armory. Brett Prosser is my rep for them. Go there, check them out too. They have great, wonderful prices too. They're easy to deal with. And like I said before, I'm not being sponsored by anybody. I like to give credit where credit is due. And I like to give one more person credit too, and that is Clint, who used to be with Classic Firearms. He's got his own channel now. Let's all go over there and support him. He's a great advocate. I love his videos. He's a great person, and I wish him well. And hopefully he does really, really well. He's doing good so far. And just keep it up, and I'm going to be one of the ones following him like I do. Along with Hitchcock 45, a few other ones, Ava Flanell, I see her too, and great people. And, they all stick up for our gun rights, which is actually pretty cool, because I think we all need to stick together, because some of the rules that are coming about now are kind of cheesy at times. So let's kind of all stick together and be safe and be happy Second Amendment gun owners. That's what we all are, and let's stick together as a team. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again for those likes, subscribes, and comments. And if you can head over to my YouTube channel at www.tiktok.com/@Gungeon101, you'll see me do some little small shorts there. I went on vacation not too long ago, and I did a little shorts when I was out on vacation at some of the falls that I went to when I went to Georgia. But anyway, head over to that channel and you can see some really cool stuff too. But anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be wonderful, because that helps me out more, get one of these even more. And maybe, just maybe, I might be able to get a sponsor. And don't forget that the giveaway that I will be giving once I can reach so many subscribers. Anyway, thank you again. Peace out from the Gungeon. Till next time.